How do you expect to ever have any money when all you do is constantly spend all your money? I know this seems like a simple concept, but a lot of people do not think about it like this, and they just think they have no money because they are not watching what they're spending. If that's you, no judgment at all, because that used to be me, and that is most people actually. You need to start thinking about your money differently. How can you make your money work for you? That is the question you need to be asking. Before you can make your money work for you, you need to learn how to control your money. And I mean, every last dollar that you bring in, you need to control where it goes. You need to have a plan for those dollars so that you can maximize them and make them work for you in the long run. But how you learn how to control your money is through budgeting, learning how to save, getting out of high interest debt. This goes back to this first point about how do you expect to have money when you constantly spend all your money. You got to learn how to control it. You need to learn where it's going, learn your spending habits so that you can create a budget that you actually can stick to. Most people are living way outside their means without even realizing it. If you have a new iPhone, if you have a new car, if you're buying like the best car you can get or the best, biggest house you can get, you're probably living outside your means. Look at ways to decrease that. How do you decrease your expenses? How do you decrease your spending in order to be able to hit your goals so you can start making this money work for you? Once you get to the point where you're ready for that, how can you make it work for you? The answer is investing. When I say investing, I do not mean crypto. I do not mean individual stocks. Even though you can make money from those, that is not for beginners, and you can also lose a lot of money doing that. I'm talking about index funds and ETFs. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially like a basket of a whole bunch of stocks. That way you're diversified and it is less risky. If you invest into things like total market index funds, total international market index funds, and you hold them long term and don't get scared and sell, you can make huge returns because of compound interest. For example, if you're 25 years old and you start investing $250 a month every single month into index funds and ETFs in your retirement account, you can potentially retire with over $1.5 million. If you're 35 years old and you start investing $500 a month consistently every month, you can retire with over $1.1 million. The very sooner you start investing, the better in the long run because the time in the market is the most important factor. Let's use another example of a 30-year-old who gets a daily coffee, which is $7 per day. They do that every single day of the month. They decide to give up their daily coffee and make it at home instead and send the money they were spending on coffee to their investment account. So they send about $210 per month to their investment account. They're going to retire with almost $800,000 just by giving up their daily coffee. When you start thinking about your money a little bit differently like that, you'll realize that this adds up fast, and the more that you can put towards your retirement, the more comfortable you're going to be later in your life, because the reality is Social Security is probably not going to be around by the time my generation retires. You're going to have to plan for your own life to be successful. You're going to have to plan for your own financial security. You cannot count on anybody else to do it for you. Some examples of retirement accounts, if you don't already know, is 401k, Roth IRA, taxable brokerage. There are more than this, but these are just a few examples. If you have an employer who provides a 401k, and especially if they provide a match, make sure you're contributing to that. If you're under the income limits for Roth IRA, get you one of those. That's tax-free money. Another way to find money to invest is by using cashback credit cards. And I have a couple videos back of how you can put your bills on a cashback credit card to get money back and kind of use the rewards to your advantage. If you're using a cashback credit card, this can add up really fast, hundreds or even thousands of dollars per year that you get in cash back. And you can send that cash back directly into your investments and have that money working for you while you sleep. Something else to take advantage of is your high yield savings account. You need to have your emergency fund in your high yield savings account. It's probably going to gain you anywhere from 3 to 6% interest every single month. And you can send that interest, guess what, to your retirement. You can find ways to make this happen for yourself. If you want to eventually be wealthy, investing is how you need to do that. So like I said, learn your spending habits, learn how to control your money, and identify ways that you can save money and not be spending every dollar that you make, because everything that you can invest back into yourself is going to be worth it in the long run. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. You got this, friend.